Hello, Ramley and other NFL family. I'm Peo Time, and this is Week 1 NFL predictions. Yes, I'm going to be going through each and every game, giving short thoughts on it, and predicting a win or a loser. Never a tie, because we hate ties here. If you haven't already, join my Pick'em League on ESPN. There's currently 14 awesome people in there, and they are all competing to win a jersey of their choice. It doesn't have to be from the Rams, even though, they're the best team. It's free to play. You can pick whoever your favorite current NFL player is, and we'll get your jersey. All you gotta do is win the Pick'em League, and right now there's only 14 people, so you got a 1 in 14 shot. Have at it. Alright, let's get into it. Lions versus Chiefs. I know everyone's got a lot of hype for the Lions right now. I do think this is going to be a competitive game, but I stand by my take. One of the Lions' greatest adversaries in their entire existence of their organization has been expectations. I think this is going to be a competitive game. I think the Lions got a lot of fight in them, but I think the Chiefs are going to win this game. Panthers versus Falcons. I love how both these fan bases have some optimism right now. I do think that Carolina is one of those teams that will get better as the season goes on. I think right here, right now, that Falcons defense is going to make life miserable for Bryce Young. I think the Falcons are going to take this in convincing fashion. Bengals versus Browns. Every year in week 1, there's always that one game that's just like a weird game. This has the potential to be that game. I don't think it's that game. But if you remember last year, the Bears beat the 49ers in a very slippery, rainy day. I think the Bengals take this. I think it's a divisional game. It's tough to predict, but I am predicting the Bengals take the win here. Jaguars versus Colts. I'm actually really excited for this game. I want to see Anthony Richardson. I want to see Trevor Lawrence. I think the Jags are going to take this. I think the Jags are going to welcome Anthony Richardson into the NFL and win this game. The Buccaneers and the Vikings. You know what? I'm going to call it. This is that weird game. This is going to be the weird week 1 game. Everyone is thinking the Minnesota Vikings are going to win, but I believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to win against the Vikings. I think Baker Mayfield has a gritty performance. Buccaneers fans, this might be your most shocking win of the year. I'm predicting the Buccaneers take it to the Vikings and win. The Titans versus the Saints. The more I read about the Titans, the less I think they're going to make the playoffs. The more I read about the Saints, the more I think they're going to make the playoffs. I think the Saints are going to win this in a close one, possibly overtime. Welcome to New Orleans, Derek Carr. The 49ers go into Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. At the time of the recording of this video, I have no clue if Nick Bosa is playing in this game. He is one player that does make that much of a difference for the 49ers. I am a believer in Kenny Pickett. He was the MVP of the preseason. I think he carries that into the season. I think the Steelers are going to win over the Niners. Cardinals versus Commanders. I don't know what kind of expert analysis you're looking for here. I'm picking the Commanders. I would love to know if anyone is picking the Cardinals. This would definitely be the upset of the week, which I feel like anytime the Cardinals win this year, it's going to be considered the upset of the week. But yeah, I'm picking the Commanders. The Texans versus the Ravens. I would not want to be CJ Stroud. I think the Ravens are going to blow the Texans out week 1. Again, the Texans are a young team, learning how to win, all those cliches. Ravens are going to take this convincingly. The Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. I predict this is going to be a really fun game. We're seeing a lot of Bears hype this offseason, and though I think they will be a competitive team this year, I think the Packers are the better coach team, and I think the Jordan Love era starts with a win for Green Bay. The Raiders versus the Broncos. Divisional games are always tough to predict. I am predicting that the Raiders are going to be significantly worse this year than they were last year, which is kind of hard to think about because they had such a roller coaster year. But I do think they got significantly worse. They have Jimmy G at quarterback, which I hate to say it, always an injury concern there. I think the Broncos are going to win this one. Sean Payton comes in, gets a victory in his first game coaching the Broncos. Eagles go into Foxborough to take on the Patriots. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Eagles are going to be mad after losing that Super Bowl. I think they go into Foxborough and they light that team up. Pats fans, enjoy the season. It might be a rough one for you. like 95% of people, I'm picking the Eagles. And what might be the hardest game to predict this week, the Dolphins at the Chargers. These are two teams that I think are projected to be in the mix for the playoffs at the end of the year, but it is a stacked AFC. I think this game has the potential to be a barn burner. I am going to take the Dolphins ever so slightly. Dolphins by a field goal. They're going to win this game. And of course, game of the week, Los Angeles Rams head to Seattle to take on their division rival, the Seahawks. The Rams play all right in Seattle, and I'm definitely predicting they win. I know like 84,000% of you are picking the Seahawks. However, I'm picking the Rams. Let's go, Rams. Matthew Stafford going to put the NFL on notice that he's back, healthy, ready to roll. Two of the most talked about teams in the NFL this offseason were the Cowboys and the Giants. And the fun thing is, they play each other on Sunday night prime time football. It's an early divisional game. This is such a hard one to predict. I know a lot of people are picking Dallas here, but I think the Giants are going to take this in a close one. No logic. That's just what my heart is telling me to go. Giants are going to take the Cowboys. And then the finale of Week 1, Monday night primetime football. Buffalo Bills head into MetLife to take on the Jets. Aaron Rodgers' debut as a Jet. Superstar quarterback Josh Allen. Who's gonna win? And you know what? I like the story. Aaron Rodgers getting a win as a Jet, giving Jets fans all the hope in the world. It's already sky high, and it's just gonna skyrocket even higher. Thanks for watching this week's predictions videos. Make sure you subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Tune in next week. And if you haven't yet, there's still time to enter into the ESPN Pick'em League, link in the description below. It's free to play. All you gotta do is make your predictions, and who knows, you might win a jersey of your current favorite NFL player. And remember, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Let's go Rams! Woo-hoo!